3, 2, 1, here we go. Welcome to Section 2 Non-Verbal Pack 2, Paper 5. Section 2, for each question below, there are two figures that are like each other in some way. Find which of the 5 figures on the right is most like the 2 figures on the left. Mark each letter on the answer sheet. Before you do this question, make sure you have this in front of you. Unless you're just a student who's just following along, that's okay. I will explain. Look at question 1. They're both triangles. E is the answer. That you can get in 5 seconds. Next, number 2. Look at the lines. 3 lines here, and then count 1, 2, 4 lines there, and also count the shape 3 and 4. So really, we need to match. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then here 1, 2, 3, 5. So A looks really good. No. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Count the lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. And that is just 3, 2, no A. So that, in my opinion, is also 5 seconds. So A is the answer. Question 3. Let's look at the lines inside. Both going diagonal. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. A or C. Now what's the difference between them? Square. Inside. Little square. A. No. C is the answer. Question 4. Now what stands out to me, there's a white shape and there's a black dot inside that white shape. A. No. B. Yes. C. Move that black dot. B. Okay. No. D. No. E. So answer is B. That was also 10 seconds. Question 5. Let us count the number of sides of the shape. Here we have a square. 4. Count the sides here. This is just a 5-star shape. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these are the sides of this shape. Let's put that on the side. What else can we say? Should we count the dots? Absolutely. With these kind of questions, this is a good strategy. You might as well count the things you see. Dots, we have 5. And here, count the dots. So many to count, you see. Even that looks a bit scary. Are we wasting time counting the dots? But I think we have to do something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What's the relationship between sides and dots? We need to add 1. We are adding 1. So let's quickly do that for each one. Quickly write the numbers on top for the sides. 4, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness, it's probably not that one. 14, 4. Now put the dots underneath. 4. And then just start getting rid of them. 4, 4, 4. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That doesn't matter. Nope. 4. Look at the relationship between sides and dots. We need to add 1. So nope, yep, nope, nope, nope. So B is the answer. There is another feature when I was just checking the mark scheme to make sure. Can you see there's a dot in the center as well? But we got it from that feature. We can add 1 from sides to dots. We get the answer. So B is the answer. Question 6. When I stare at this, the black shapes really stand out. Look, there's a semicircle. Look, semicircle for both. Yes, yes, no. You can draw over it if you want. We're just fixing the picture. Yes, yes. Now, same thing as the question before. Sides, you might as well count them. Sides for the white shape. Why am I talking fast? Because that's what's needed to do well in the non-verbal section. 6, 5. Underneath, the other little black shape. I'll just write BS, the little black shape. LBS here. Count 5. The other one. 3. Why have I counted that wrong? That's a joke. That's 4. That's a square. And now count from 6 to 5. -1. Do the same thing here. -1. So that's the relationship between the big white shape and the little black shape. It will be -1. Let's check it for each one. Sides. For the big white shape. 5, 4, 5, 3. You might be thinking, why is William going across to count the shapes? Why is he going across? Because then you're just in the same frame of mind. I'm looking at the size, looking at the white shape, so it's easier for your brain just to write all the numbers on top first, because we're looking at all the white shapes first. I think that's faster. And now you're in the frame of mind, just work out the little black shapes here. We've got 5, 6, 4. Well, we rejected that already. That doesn't matter. 4, 4, Draw an arrow going down. We're going from this one to that one, so it's -1. Nope. Nope. Here, yep. And E, that is +1. So they were being tricky there because the answer could be D or E. And here it is D. Question 7. Microphone still working? Yeah. Question 7. Look at this shape. Now, the thing that stands out to me is definitely the lines in the middle. They're going that way. Nope. Yeah. 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 Nope. Can you see how quick that was? 5 seconds. You get rid of the options. Now, there's just so much to look inside these shapes. Count the white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. How about the black? Count. 1, 2. 1, 2. So it could be 2 black shapes. I'm not even looking at the type of shapes because there's just so much to look at. Even I get a headache. So 2 little black shapes in each. Here, 3. Nope. 2. Yeah. Yeah. So here, get rid of that as 1. So C is the answer. Question 8, really tricky when I first did it the first time round. Look at the shapes. Does the shape even matter, that white shape? Nope. Some straight edge shape, some curved shape. Nope. But the arrows must matter. There must be something. There must be something. Now, the arrow that stands out to me are the ones going down. Now, what's the distraction? Can you see that line? That really threw me off first time I did it. So here, I'm going to give you a clue. Look at that bit. Arrow going down, arrow going down. Can you see where it is? Can you see where it is? It's on the front. So the arrows going down should be on the front. Yes? No, that should be on the front. That's going all over the place, left and right. No. Look at this one. D, they're both on the front. And E, that one should be, I don't know what happened there. So A is the answer. That was cool, just looking at one feature. If we look at the other feature, can you see up, up, up? These arrows are actually on the back behind the white shape. That was a really difficult feature. So maybe that is something that we can learn. Whenever we see arrows, maybe we see their placement. Here, for this question, we saw behind or on the front. And here it still works for A. The one going up is behind. The bit that really throws us off is the random diagonal line. I hate that feature. If they got rid of that, I think we could see it quicker. A is the answer. Question 9 and 10, two of the hardest in this section. Here we go. Look at this. You must count quickly. That's what I keep saying with these non-verbal questions. Count. See the little plus signs? Count. So here 3 and then 2. Right, what other thing to count? It must be the outlines. I'll just write OL here. Outlines. How many? You see the circles? 1, 2, 3. You see the outlines for the triangles? 1, 2. So there we go. That's our connection. It's got to be the same. We'll look at that at a star pretty soon. Count the outlines. So we count all the pluses first. 3, 2, 4, 3, 4. Outlines here. Raindrops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Dun, dun, dun. 3. Dun, 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 dun. 4. 4. So it's got to be the same. Cross off the ones that aren't. Chop them off. And now, well, what's the other thing we haven't done? Look at the little white star. There must be one. There's no little white star in the shape. There's one there, but really should be in there somewhere. So E is the answer. Question 10. Now what stands out to me, look at the arrows, the directions matter, and then they're 2 colors. So maybe we need to compare both at the same time. Look at the 2 white dots. And look at the arrows here, 2. Here, 1, 2, 3. 3. I think this, you see this one, I think they're being really mean. They're just trying to throw us off. Going to the right. So white to the right. How nice, that rhymes. Easy to remember. White to the right. Let's count here. 2 white dots, but 2 going that way. Nope. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So C is possible. 1, 3. Nope. And here 1, 2, 1, 1. So there we go. C is the answer. We could also look at the grey, but we don't waste time because that's not what I mean. We already thought of that, because if we look at that grey, there's 1 going to left. So grey to the left, we could have said. Grey here, 3 grey, also to the left. C is the answer. Question 11 and 12, 2 more. Now 12 is one of the hardest ones I've ever seen. Question 11's okay. Let's have a look. Count the sides. 3, 4. Now what else you need to count? The dots, the crosses I mean. 4, 2. Now can you see that string? That's a bit weird, except that should give it away. When I first saw this, I thought, maybe it's the corner. There's one corner enclosed, but here there's one corner as well. But there's actually something else. Look at the string. How many times does it cross the shape? 4. Look at this bit. How many times it crosses the shape? 2. So really the crosses should match the number of times it crosses the shape. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Nope. B. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many crosses? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Just mentioning that bit. The number of crosses is equal to number of times it meets the shape. C. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 4. Looks good. D. 1, 2, 3, but only meets the shape twice. 3, 2. Nope. And here the string is not even the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. But we can see that from the beginning. Dots here. There's a dotted string. No. There we go. C is the answer. Question 12. One of the hardest ones I've ever seen. Let's see. I'll explain it now. Look at the dots. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So there's got to be a dot on every one. Yep. Yep. Nope. There's 2 on the same one. Nope. And now E. Okay. Next bit. This is a tricky one. Very tricky. Look at this bit. Look at that bit. Can you see where the dot is? It's halfway on each side. Halfway. Look at this. Wrong. It's on the corner. 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 No. Now B or E. Halfway. Halfway. Yes. And now this is one of the hardest reasons I've ever seen. Clockwise direction. Here, here, there. Going clockwise from biggest to medium to smallest. Biggest to next biggest. It's got to go to the next side. Here. It should be there. It should be there. But it isn't. Look at E. That's from that side. And then here. And then here. So there we go. E is the answer. All questions covered. I hope you enjoyed this video. This non-verbal video. The time is 23:21. So it's close to midnight on Saturday the 29th of March 2025. You want to stick around, another non-verbal video will pop up on the screen, or another useful video will pop up on this channel. I will see you later.